Troy Keys has kayaked along that stretch of the Colorado River multiple times, but this is the first time that he's flipped. And he says in that moment, he thought it was going to be his last memory alive.
That second time I went under, I started really losing my breath and the panic set in. I couldn't control what was going on and I couldn't swim. I could feel my physical self not being able to fight anymore.
Troy Keys had gone under the water twice. This drone footage his friends were taking of what was supposed to be a lazy ride down the river shows where Troy's kayak floated upside down.
I remember thinking, this is it. This is how I'm going to die.
The river roared in his ears, but Troy says the thoughts in his head were louder.
My children, I can't believe this is it. I'm just turned 46 the weekend before.
Troy's body temperature kept dropping and he says exhaustion took over. His body refused to move. In the distance, the drone captured help downstream, and then it too fell in the river.
Things went black. That's the last thing I remember. The next thing I remember is being on a boat slumped over a raft and barely could hear or see, and I heard someone saying that you're in shock.
That was Troy's rescuers, police officer Bryan Welcher with New York State Park Police here in Moab on vacation with a few friends. In a Facebook post, New York State Police say Troy was blue and unconscious, that he had been in 44-degree water for 10 to 15 minutes before their rescue.
I would be dead if those guys hadn't have pulled me out of the river for sure.
Troy was not conscious enough to know who his rescuers were. In his most helpless and vulnerable moment, he says he'll never forget that they were there for him.
I thank him so much for saving my life. He definitely saved my life, for sure.
Troy and his friends lost about $3,000 in equipment, including his kayak, but he says he's so grateful he's alive.